for some people. Winter.
Well, if that orc's running away, and Winter can only see the ogre, he can now mark the ogre as his quarry, I believe. And, twin strike.
So just to be clear, Nima is not taking her shifts, given that this guy did not end his turn adjacent to you?
Yeah, that's correct.
Why? It's such an inviting position to be in front of everyone.
So, Winter's attacks are a 19 for 11 and a 28 for 10. Bonus 7 damage. And Winter's happy where he is, so he stays there.
Winter plants 2 arrows into the ogre, but it does not even seem to notice. This orc over here, the one who was burned, throws a hand axe at Coltane.
The joy of being the front line.
Frontline infantry.
Is that from something? I don't know.
Yeah, Simpsons. And Coltane just manages to dodge the axe as it clatters against the wall right by his head.
I bet it would have done 9 damage.
Another orc moves forward and throws an axe at Coltane.
They're so unimaginative.
This one, in fact, strikes the ogre halved first, though, so it doesn't seem to hurt him. Wrecked.
So the ogre, like, kinda just shrugged off the damage, eh? That was interesting.
I mean, it's the arrows definitely pierced its skin, and it's, you know, bleeding a little from the wound, but I mean, it just seems to have completely ignored the pain.
Oh, that's definitely not a good sign. I'll light him up instead.
Light him up.
Seal. Wow. I rolled a 20, except that there is no critical for this power.
Nicely done. That's even worse than me getting it on my 4 damage.
It somehow is.
Well, can we put a special rule saying that if I roll a 20 on this, like, instead of, like, him being a -2, it gives him, like, a -3? I guess it's too overpowered. So yeah, he's lit up, and go right ahead and smash him silly.
So Wrecked paints the target. And Massimo attempts to do just that. By launching an Eldritch Blast at the ogre. And he strikes the behemoth. Does he regain any more,
Yes, he does. He regains 5 more HP.
Wonderful.
He was really low.
NPCs only get 1 healing surge.
Dang. Good thing he's after me in initiative.
That it is. So that ends round 1. Round 2. Nope, not Coltane. Orc. The orc who shoots. Sorry?
Did Sorrow go last turn?
Yes, she
Or she's like
put things on fire. She's second, yes.
Okay.
Another axe flies at Coltane. Misses. Sorrow.
Sorrow will go in front of Coltane into melee with the ogre.
You do realize you trigger AOO, right?
Trigger what?
Does it
Time
have
opportunity.
threatening reach?
Sorrow going balls to the walls, walking right in front of this ogre.
You're crazy, right?
Oh yes.
On the plus side, Sorrow can now see the entire room.
Guys, it's a house room. It's shaped like a house, even has a little chimney.
That's so true.
I think the advantage is that at least in this position, Sorrow is not gonna set Coltane on fire.
Well, hold on.
Wait. Don't say that too early.
She might be using a
Fine.
burst, it's a personal burst. So what is Sorrow doing?
Okay, why are these orcs so far? It's not fair. Okay. I was hoping to get all of them, but yeah, I couldn't get 3. So I'm gonna do Burning Hands. It's gonna affect those 3 guys. Blast 5.
Blast 5. So 1, 2, 3.
Yes. I'll do the bloodied guy first, then the ogre, then the not bloodied one.
Oh, okay.
Not that it's super important, but just to remind you guys, we do have 2 action points now. Unless you've used
Yeah, it's
one.
true.
Well, it sucks.
Not that it's super important. Wow, someone's confident about this battle.
Gazal versus Reflex. The first attack is a critical. That's 18 damage.
Nice.
The second one is a 16. It's pretty gay. And the third one is a 21. And the non-crits are 12 damage.
The second one, the ogre has a -2 to all defenses, so you might still hit.
A fierce burst of flame erupts from Sorrow's hands and scorches nearby and not so nearby foe. The first orc is incinerated, the ogre is burned. And the third target is also burned.
Good.
And now it's time for Sorrow to die.
No!
Yeah, no.
The ogre smashes Sorrow for 10 damage, dropping her to 28 out of 38. Coltane
I
is
used my
up.
Infernal Wrath on that. And the ogre takes 8 fire damage.
It bellows in pain.
How much damage did I take? 8 or 10?
10 damage. That was not an even trade.
Okay. Coltane will shift to the side and use Wolfpack tactics on the ogre, allowing Sorrow to move back if she so desires.
What, are you calling Sorrow a pens?
And I rolled a 10 again. Woo!
Sora will not move back, but go more into the room.
What a buzz.
That's fine. That's okay.
Nima is up.
I blame it on Coltane. Nick, you totally should have known that John would have done something like that.
I'm just helping him be his awesome self, okay?
So Nima marks the ogre as her oath of enmity. And we'll use... Hang on.
Is hang on an ability? Like, you're on a cliff face? And...
She just grabs onto his tree trunk.
Given the names of the D&D powers, I would not be surprised if that is the name of a power.
Sorry to disappoint. No, she's gonna use Bond of Pursuit. And seeing as it's her oath of enmity, she's gonna use Bond of Pursuit again. That's better. Alright, so she's got a 24 versus AC and a hit of 11. Wait,
don't
no.
you take the first damage?
Yeah, it's the hit of 13, sorry.
And Nima chops into the ogre.
And can I use an action point and attack again?
You absolutely can. Nima trying to take out this ogre in one round.
So, how do I use an action point?
Click on action points.
Alright. She rolls a 17 for 16 damage. Which I hope is enough, but I'm not sure.
Well, theoretically, you can roll again.
If she rolls again, can she take the higher of the two, or does she have to take the second?
One moment, I'll check.
Well, in the meanwhile, because Rekt painted the target, Nima is able to land that blow. Chops
as well
into him
stick
some
with it.
more.
Yay! Rekt is useful.
It
I
didn't
can
help my
use
10.
either result.
Oh, so you should pretty much do it every time. Or anytime you think there's a possibility that you miss.
Right, so the hit that I just hit... Wait, no. The second Bond of Pursuit has not been calculated yet?
But it doesn't matter, you hit him for 16 damage. That's... you already hit him, so you don't need to roll it again.
Okay. Should I use another action point?
I think you
I
can
can
only
only
use
use
one
one,
per
right?
turn.
You're gonna have to let Doug kill Steel.
Fine.
A big grin comes on the Thunder Thief's face.
I'm gonna fumble. I can feel it.
Wintier.
Twin strike time against the ogre.
Get him in the balls, Winter! It's what you do best.
That would be a 24 for 6, a 28 for 7, 8 bonus damage,
Nice.
and I think... should I apply the longbow of thundering as well? Just for fun?
Does that add
What does it
damage,
do?
or does it just knock him back?
It adds 1d8.
It would be pretty badass.
Yeah!
Do it.
Thunder time. A 2.
The 2 arrows strike the ogre. He groans in pain, bleeding from multiple orifices, a huge pool of blood. He's leaning up against his tree trunk for support, looking like he's trying to recover from these staggering blows when the wave of thunder comes and knocks him to the ground. You know what this calls for?
Yes!
Cake?
Also, Doug, do you not have a power setup associated with your longbow of thundering?
I thought I did, but it seems I didn't. Oh, I'm gonna fix it now.
The ogre is down.
Did you use the item from your equipment or from your powers?
From powers.
Huh.
But I think...
Who's next?
You should move up a bit.
Well, that's a good idea. And Winter struts
Oh
closer
yeah.
to the entrance. Actually, right behind Nina. And he whispers in her ear, "Thanks for setting him up." But no time to talk.
This orc here throws a hand axe at Sorrow. But as he winds back, he hits this orc in the face, who angrily grabs his wrist and twists it. This orc is fumbled.
It's worse
Those
than my
orcs.
fumble.
They're not used to working together either.
This orc throws a hand axe at Sorrow, and it connects for 7 damage. Sorrow down to 21 out of 38. The orc shouts back to his 2 surviving companions, "Must warn Murkelmor," as he charges for the door. Stepping through the ogre remains and opens one of these double doors. Wrecked.
They're all too far. Rec goes against everything that tells him to not go in the room, but goes in the room.
That was cogent.
So brave.
Ah, crap. Still too far from the other guys.
There's an orc right
Shall
there,
I-
you know that, right?
I know, but I was looking at the other two. Especially since one is dazed. Okay, well, we'll need to stop this guy, so... Should I light him up or set him on fire? I think I will light him up. Yeah, I'll light him up with Astral Seal.
Is there a difference between light them up and set them on fire? I thought it was the same thing.
It's all about burning with you.
Roll of 20.